listen, I have 2 songs left, and one little quiet one and one big loud one at the end, so I promise this is the last quiet one, I promise. But listen, yeah. But, last quiet one, I promise, so listen. I want to tell you a story if that's okay. So as I said, I spent most of my life just travelling around, playing on the street and playing tiny little gigs. And me and my best friend went through Europe this summer, and we were gone for about 3 months, and it was brilliant. We were in France and Germany and Scandinavia, and just causing mischief and running away from the cops, and it was fun. But this song I wrote on the road, and it's about 2 people that I met. And the first person, I was busking in Copenhagen in Denmark, and which is a beautiful city, but this particular day it was raining and windy and horrible, and the police were having none of it. And I was playing and no one was stopping or listening or let alone putting any money in, but this one dude who was like 70-something years old, and he was just sat there for the whole time, just listening to every word. And I was packing my stuff up at the end, and in a bit of a bad mood, and he came over and chatted to me, and he told me the story that, so he's originally Australian, and him and his wife had never been out of Australia before, and they'd planned this big round-the-world trip for when they retired. And so eventually, you know, they saved up all their money and they retired, and they bought these tickets, and 2 months later, his wife very suddenly and very sadly passed away. Exactly, heartbreaking. But what I thought was incredible about this guy was that he still decided to go on his own when he'd never really travelled before, at the age of like 805 or whatever he was. And I just thought it was the bravest decision ever. So the first part of the song is about him. The second part of the song is about this woman that I met in Switzerland. And alright, come to Swiss, alright. But I was sat outside my hotel with a big beard and a beer and my guitar, and no one wanted to talk to me. I think everyone thought I was feminist. She came out of the hotel in floods of tears, and she came and sat down next to me, and she told me that she'd just been dumped by a boyfriend of like 12 years. And not that the boyfriend was 12 years old, sorry, that was confusing. She'd been with him for 12 years. Yeah, she got problems, if that's the case. But anyway, we just sat and talked for 3 hours, and so this song is called Travelling Alone, and it's about those little interactions that you have with strangers on your way through life. And thank you for listening to my story, and this is, I promise, the last quiet one. It goes like this. You too. Australian man, Scandinavian town, kicking stones round the square. He sat for a while, he carved out a smile, as if someone would care. He said, I'm a long way from the Gold Coast, furthest I've ever known. And this just ain't my home. It was my wife's idea, but she's no longer here. She left me traveling alone. Well, I never heard silence ring out like a bell. I never heard silence like last night in my expensive hotel. Well, I'm loving a shadow, I'm trying to catch the rain. till I heard it today. Where she came out of the hotel, I could still smell the smoke of a burning heart left inside. She said men are all assholes and life's a bad joke. She laughed and started to cry. Well, 10 years with this man and a lifetime of plans. You know I loved him to his bones, but now I've lines on my skin and he's trading me in. Left me traveling alone. I never felt silence. Come and hit me like a train. I never felt silence, like blood course to my veins. See, I'm loving a shadow, and I'm trying to catch the rain. Never heard silence till I heard it today. I never heard silence till I heard it today. Thank you so much.